Hey everybody, and welcome to another What's in the Box. What's in the Box is where we open boxes to see what's inside the box. It's basically an unboxing series of videos. Now, in this video, we are going to be looking at a game that was just released by Grey for Now Games, and it's this one, Guards of Traitors Toll. Again, Grey for Now Games. Miniatures by Wargames Atlantic. The box is it's an interesting shape. Now, if you were a retailer, these are the kind of boxes that you want. I'll explain why in a bit, but as you can see, it's quite a nice small box, and it's quite weighty as well, which is great. The art in the box, there's a certain style to it, to the art, and it looks like it's it almost tells you that there's gonna be a story in here for some reason. Well, we'll get to that in a bit, but as you can look at the back of the box, these are all the different ways you can assemble the miniatures in the box, and these are what's inside. Now, why are boxes like this great for retailers is because it's small. It's half the size of most starter sets, so you can actually pack more of these when you're shipping. And since shipping can be quite expensive these days, boxes like this actually like really help. So you can actually like compact everything, which is not just the selling point, but one of the selling points for Guards of Traitors Toll. This starter is, I think, was released just a couple of weeks back, and I only just got a chance to look inside. So yeah. Oh, before that, let me just say that if you're wondering why Guards of Traitors Toll, now Guards of Traitors Toll I think will be perfect for folks who like the narrative tabletop gaming. Now notice that I said narrative tabletop gaming because this is not really a tabletop war game. What that basically means is there's a lot of RPG elements in here. There's a lot of storytelling elements in here, and I think a lot of the mechanics in the game actually help tell a story, right? So they call this a semi-cooperative kind of game, which is really good, because what that basically means is you and a friend can play the game, and work together while also trying to outdo each other, which is it's always a nice proposition to have. If you have a gaming group that's almost not competitive, if there's such a thing, then yeah, this is probably a game for you. Or if you have a group that's into role-playing games, or a group that enjoys narratives, then a game like Guards of Traitors Toll is quite a good option for you. The fact that it has all these miniatures inside, and these are not really combative miniatures. Even the guards are not as warlike or battle ready like, which I think is a great not really a twist, but a great way to approach a game. There are not very many games like this, so it's kind of great, or at least not many games that I know like this. So it's kind of great that this has graced the shop, and folks getting to know this. Okay, so let's have a look inside. The box is done up really nicely. Usually there's a lid and stuff like that, but this one, no. There's a little like a top like this, which is kind of interesting. It feels like a one of those normal unit boxes, which I quite like actually. It's interesting. It's new. Now here are the items in the box, nicely packed away, and we're gonna take them all out very quick. So let's take out this first. These are cards, and then let's take out this. This is the tokens, and then there's the rulebook, and then there are, let's see now, 2 frames of bases, and about 6 frames of miniatures. Okay, So as per usual, what I'd usually do is I'll look at each one separately. Um, yeah, let's get to that very, very quick. First off, let's look at the bases. These are the War Games Atlantic bases. The hole in the center is basically to put your magnets in, and if you want to magnetize the your miniatures, it's a nice, very nice idea. Um, yeah. So and it also has this like lip. If you put the miniature on this, you can actually use pumice or some basic material to fill up the base. Now I'm not too sure how I feel about these bases, but maybe when I paint a few miniatures, you know, I'll have a better opinion of these bases. Anyway, so you get like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 24. 24. Oh, wonderful. 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6, 36. You get 36 bases, which I guess it assumes that you're gonna get 36 miniatures. Let's find out. So the first frame we're gonna have a look at is the City Guard frame, and it's filled with all these options, which is really, really great. You got the different guards' heads, which is quite nice. I think when you're actually doing this, it's upside down. When you're doing your figuring this kit out, because of all the options you get, you're gonna have a lot of fun like putting this together. But I sense assembly paralysis. If there's such a thing. Was that a rosary? Is that a chain? Oh, it looks like a rope. A rope. But as you can see, there's like a whole these little bits which are really, really nice. I think that's cuffs, and then you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 bodies per frame. Now these bodies, uh, some of them are I was told that some of them are female bodies. Okay, so I'm not really sure. I'll have to go in there and double check. But yeah, so you get like 7 bodies in these. You get a little bit of a duck. Yeah, why not have a duck? Um, as you can see, nice options and a lot more open fist or open fist um, bits, which is kind of great because that basically means that all the if you want to put stuff on it, you can, right? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, all these nice looking heads for you to choose from. Feather in your hat, I guess. You can put that in as well. So all of these are basically bits to put together your guard miniature. Yeah, quite a nice frame. A lot of options. Um, yeah. Mostly weapons here. Oh, they got a little lantern here. Which is also quite cool. And then what else you got here? Oh, you got what looks like a notice, I think. Like it's holding a notice or a poster of some sort. Like maybe a wanted poster. Yeah. Okay. And nicely sculpted shield. So that is the guards frame. Not bad. It's actually quite nice. It's filled with different things they can put together. If you were I think when you first get the set, you're gonna spend a lot of time choosing which ones you want to go for to build. So yeah, the guards frame. Next up, you get the city folk frame, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Now over this one, yeah, okay, this one I can tell they're gonna be female characters in this, which are great. Uh, it's not just all a certain gender, which is fantastic. it's fantastic when something like that, is in the game, because we are basically building um a whole city, right? So it's nice to have all these different variations. Anyways, let's look inside quick. These are the heads, all the different heads, as you can see. Some very characterful heads. I like this guy over here. You know. Let me see what else. Is this nice hats like that one over there? That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting as well. What is different nice looking heads? And yeah. And then you got all these bits over here which can actually add on. You got your hammers. What is this? It looks like a necklace maybe, or keys maybe. Huh? Now, when you're putting this together, I think going through the whole set before you actually like start assembling would would be what you'd probably do if you're I mean if you're a RPGer, that goes without a doubt, because you want a very characterful set of figures, and because there's a narrative in this game, you want there to be interesting characters for you to investigate, right? Because there are folks in here which they call suspects and stuff like that, and you want something that's a little bit more, stand out ish or unique, to be the kind of characters that you query or suspect. But yeah, overall, a very nice looking figure. This is the townsfolk frame. I like this one as well because if you're into building or populating towns and cities, frames like this are really really good because they have a whole lot of options, and you got 6 torsos, and you got even different kinds of genders which help, and let your imagination go wild. You can actually do a lot of different things with this frame, which I think is the idea. Fantastic, really nice looking frame. All right, so the breakdown is you get 2 of the city guard frames. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 guards more or less. Let's see. Does it say that on the tin? Oh, 12 city guards. Oh, dear God. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 7 torsos. They say you get 12 city guards, or maybe I'm counting this wrong. But on the city guards frame, you get 7, and that's 7. That's 14. And then on the town folk frame, you get like 4 of these frames, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 4 is 24. That's why it says on the tin right there, 24. So this means that you can actually go to town and actually have a lot of different variety of things to work into your narrative or into your little city. And it also pretty much means that it's a nice amount of figures to do a skirmish game. Now the thing is, when they sold the game, or when I found out about the game, they did say it's a skirmish adventure game, and that tells you everything you need to know. You don't need that many figures, because I think the joy or the satisfaction of the set comes from the other bits that you will gonna have a look at in a bit. But this is not a few figures, man. This is quite a lot. This is a couple of hours worth of just mulling over and choosing the bits. So yeah, 6 frames for you to build this game with. Next, we're gonna have to look at the token sets. And now in the token sets, how this game basically works is there's a bag, or there's a container or cup, and you put the tokens for the different units or different figures, and then you pull them out, and which one gets pulled out is the one that activates, And if you pull out one of these, it basically means that, your turn's over, the whole turn is over. And then once you've found out a suspect, these are the tokens for the suspects. Which it's basically a token kind of game. Not really a token kind of game, but it relies on tokens quite a bit. And pulling stuff out from the bag is cool. Why? Because bolt action works on this, pulling stuff out of the bag, so you don't know who is going to activate when. And it also basically means that not all of your characters are gonna activate. I mean, can you imagine you pull out one of these, and it's time, and you pull out one of these, it could come, if you're not very careful, it could be one side activates more than the other. But hey, it's an adventure game, right? So the idea is the story, right? And these are the storytelling tools, which is very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. And they look like easily punchable as well, because I almost punched that one. Okay. Next up, we've got this. These, the cards. Let me look at the cards in a bit. These are the dice. Let's have a look at the dice. These dice are quite unique. I'm not so sure what they do yet, but if I'm gonna guess, this looks like a fighting die. You know what? I'll probably talk about these dice when I go through the rulebook, which I will in a bit. You get a 1d6 and for 8 of these dice. Yeah, it's okay. I'm looking forward to have a look at what these dice do when I go flip through the rulebook. Let's put this back into the plastic bag right here. And then they've got these. These are the cards in the set. And let's have a look at them really quick. Oh. Come now, cards. Okay. All right. Okay, so there are different kinds of cards. So it looks like each of the different cards are unique. They don't have names. I mean, that's up to you to do. They don't have names, but they look really unique. So all of this, and they seem to be the art, they're unique. So you got a guard captain, constables, all these constables, another guard captain. See, they're different. This is for the other person that you're gonna play with. So you got all the guards and constables. So you got that. So you got all these are the guards cards, and then you got the weapons. These are ranged weapons, and they tell you what to do. I'm not gonna spoil that. Mounted. I wonder, are these weapons or is this equipment? I'm not so sure. I haven't read the rule book, so I can't really say. But you can tell there's a little symbol over there, a shield. So I'm not so sure what that means. Now what's this? Lithe, willy, skittish. Okay, I'm not so sure what this is. Maybe this will help. Or is this the? Well, you get some of these cards. And then you got training 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this must be the demo part of the game, which is great. So I think I'm just assuming here we gotta go to rulebook, and that will probably help. So I guess this is to get you into the game, and these are all the different things that are happening in the city. It feels like. And then you've got your plots, your secrets. So I think when you are putting this game together, all of these will make each of the games that you have pretty uniquely fun. And you got just symbols on the cards as well, which I don't know what they are at the moment until I go through the rulebook. But it's a nice amount of cards here, and this basically means that even when you've built what you need to build, everything is still uh unknown. Just kind of cool. It's like getting the RPG module, and then like deciding what you're gonna get. So this could be fun for all, because as you play, right, you're not so sure how the story's gonna go. I like that. I like the element a lot, because all the miniatures that you're gonna build will take on different personae later. Yeah, excellent, excellent. The cards will help make the miniatures uh function differently, or of different value, which is very very smart. It's a very very smart way of doing this. But again, if you're not into the whole RPG narrative, maybe this will not be exciting for you. But for guys who are doing the role playing games, and this could be something that they would like want to do. There's a small little like group in between the tabletop gamers and the role playing guys, that begs to be filled with product, and I think this is one of them. It's for guys who like RPGing and who like building miniatures, and playing with them while role playing the game as well. Quite nice, very very nice. Let's flip to the rulebook really really quick. All right, so this is the Guards of Traitors Toll rulebook. It's A5, I think that's what they call it. It's a smallish book. It looks like it's chock full of information and stuff like that. So, again, this is just a flip through of the book design and how the book looks. As for comments on the gameplay, let me know if you want me to do that. But this is basically to show you what's inside the box. So yeah. All right. So you got the opening bit. No. Very very quickly. I didn't mention this earlier, which I should have. Yeah. This game is done by Graham Davy, Test of Honor fame. 0200 02. Yeah. So he's not a new guy when it comes to like writing rules, um, and the tokens and stuff like that. It's a if you've played his other games, you'd know. Um, you'd know he's got his own way of doing things, own way of designing, but it's got the he does a very nice job at putting everything into a nice little book. I'm not so sure if he himself designed the book, because if he did, it's a great design. It's a really really nice design. And in the introduction, he already tells you, what this is. He already tells you that this is a semi-cooperative game. 1 to 4 players. Each controlling a guard captain. The small squad of guardsmen. You must deal with the many challenges hidden amongst the crowd. So it sets the tone for the game. This is again not a tabletop war game, but more of a narrative adventure game, which I think is really really nice. Okay, starting off, we got the tables of contents, and then okay, so the dice. So let's find out what these dice are. Let me see if I can get one very quick out of the bag. So you got these dice, and what are they? What do they do? Okay, so I think this helps with the moving. I think this also does. It tells you whether you've passed or failed a test. Pa, 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 pa. Oh, and you use the silver coins for extra action, and I think this one's for movement as well. So interesting. Again, this adds the you know an extra element to the game. Oh, so the direction of the blades tells you where they'll go. That's interesting. That's really really interesting. So basically, when you roll the die and it goes this way, the figures or the characters will go wherever the dice have rolled. very nice, very nice. This is very frustrating for folks who are going to be wargaming, but for those who are adventuring, I mean, no, this is definitely added something. Okay, so looking at the tokens, you got the reward tokens, these content tokens. These are basically what the tokens are. And then prepare your figures, and these are basically the different ways that you can actually do your figures. And then you got the table. Most of the buildings you see here are from Sarissa. They actually have a whole city that they've built, pre-painted, in order to play this game, which I thought was a great idea. It's a great way to upsell the game when you also have like terrain that comes with it, which you can buy from Sarissa Precision. And then it would not be an adventure game if you didn't have a story behind it, and it's a very nice story. And what Traitors told is a bit of background to the city, pretty much setting up a very Mordheim-like vibe, in terms of like you find out about the city and then you work around the city, making the city another character in the game, which I think is kind of cool. And then the art direction was also very, very nice. All this like black and white line drawings, which really, really help, set it up nicely, in terms of fantasy. I mean, this like the old RPG books usually have this, as a feature. And they got all this different. Is this quotes? Oh, it's gossip, and it's written in this cursive font, which I think is kind of cool. It adds to the immersion of the game, which is great. And then you got the city map, done in that old style, and then the figures. So you got the guards figures, the civilian figures, and then you got your suspect figures, and then you got your creatures, and then plot cards. Oh, okay. So this symbol basically means it's a plot, and here is the breakdown of what a plot card is and what a plot card does. And then you got your all right. So you got your identify, and this is the I mean, you saw that in the card deck just now. You got the identify card, and then you got your ability scores. These are basically breaking down your figures, your characters. And then you have pictures of the game, which have miniatures. And if you know, these are things that I like very, very much. Then you got your game turns, how to do a game turn, how to use action tokens, and the coin effects. You got your tests. There you go. This is what. Oh, okay. So 3 or more choices are passed. This is basically how to use the dice later. Discontent, which is a great part of the game. And then you got the rules and a breakdown of the rules, which basically means that this guy, or the guy who writes the rules, Graham Davy, does not think this is going to be read by just the veterans, but he's making it easy for the new folks or newbies to get into the game as well. And you got movement, you got actions, roving actions, sneak actions, all these different actions, close actions, cautious actions, range actions, and you got help and hindrance, attacks, reactions, close attacks, outcome of an attack, interactions. Definitely not something you get in a tabletop game. Interactions, and a miniature right there, weapons and equipment, different weapons and tables and stuff like that to make it easy for you to like reference. Weapon special rules, and then you got the coin effects. So the amount of coins that you get have different effects. That's great. Again, I haven't read the whole rulebook for me to like break it down for you, but it's definitely one of the mechanics in the game, the coins. And then you got the different figures or suggestions how you can build the figures, terrain. Yeah, this set does not really come with terrain, strangely, but it is chock full with miniatures. Perhaps it would have helped with some bit of terrain, maybe a marketplace, maybe, or maybe some fences, maybe would have been great, just to help elevate the newbie table from using soda cans and small boxes to denote terrain. But yeah, that would have been a great addition. Anyways, you got buildings, and then you got advanced cards. Advanced cards. That's the icon right there. Advanced cards, secret cards, and these are basically how to use the cards that you get in the set, which we looked through earlier. The card deck, and it's a lot of cards, by the way. Optional rules, link games, training missions, and then oh yeah, yeah. I would assume this would be where it will probably excel. And you got training mission. Remember we looked through the cards earlier, and there was training mission. I guess that's for this, and it's kind of cool that you got your training mission, mission 0, and you got some cards for it, so you don't really have to think too much, and just like pull out those cards and play. Anyways, patrol duty is mission 1, the body is mission 2, contraband, ablaze, safe passage, and then nice art spread. Now, just looking at the few scenarios, right? You can already tell what this game is going to be like. It's basically Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but in Traitors Toll, but more or less, it's a cop show. It's it's guards, cops. There's a quick reference sheet, and then you got the charts and then the index. So very nice, very 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 tight looking book. Nice spatterings of like artwork and miniatures, splash pages. Very nicely done, very nicely designed. I like the aesthetic that they went with. It does give a very nice adventure vibe to it. Just by making it like this, because when you have like line drawings, right, you really open up a lot more to the viewer. I mean, I remember the old RPG games, the line drawings were just suggestions of where you could go with the game, and then you just went with it. Anyways, so that's the guard rulebook, guards of Traitor rulebook, the tokens, the miniatures, the cards, and the dice. Guards of Traitor's Toll. Now, for me at least, I think this looks like a really nice game to get. If you've got it, I would love to hear what you thought of it. If you want to see more unboxings of games from Grey for now, let me know as well. And until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to enjoy painting those figures.